So, guys, welcome. I really hate it when I talk about people and talk about what they feel and their opinions about issues. But this particular one, I'm going to take it personal. You all know Gloria now, the one that does YouTube analysts, Big Brother analysts. They're certified, so-called, self-acclaimed, so-called YouTube Big Brother analysts because BBNaija doesn't really rate her, doesn't know her, doesn't care about her, doesn't have any direct interaction or a relationship with her. It's just she carried that toga on her head as Big Brother analyst, and people follow her so much, and she has used her platform to push certain narrative that is bad, not just for her own brand, but of course for other people who have followed her, who have been convinced by her attitude and the way and manner of her analysis. So let's take a look at what she said some 2 hours ago, because of course we all know where her mind is. She has always supported Faith. Faith does something wrong, Faith spits on someone's face. No. Why did she put her face where the spit was going to? Faith slapped somebody. It wasn't it her that provided her face for Faith to slap. Faith poured kerosene on someone in the pot just because he wants to prevent somebody from eating. Did she say she didn't want to eat? So the kerosene was supposed to be used to wash the pot. Guys, there is no excuse I haven't seen about this particular lady called Gloria, an analyzer or Big Brother. This one is the one that breaks the camera, but I don't mind going all out on her if it means even taking it personal. You know what made yesterday really a circus show? Take a look at this. She says it was how Biggie had to issue Emisi a punishment for speaking Yoruba without interpreting. This is a violation the girl has been committing since week 1, but Biggie had been turning a blind eye to all because they want the content. They want the traffic. A violation not only me, but a lot of viewers had been calling out for weeks, but Biggie ignoring. For him, it's to balance the equation so it won't seem the production is biased against Faith for suddenly disqualifying him. What a joke. I mean, Biggie, of all that, doesn't even know how to type, of all that happened this season, do you really think that creates a balance? Really? A very clownish act for real. Tomorrow, I'll spill more. Well, I thank the internet, because these days, the internet is a leveler. They give you, as you are putting your thoughts out, they are giving you the other side of it. So, let's go to the comment section. The one that would give you some goose cheese. So, let's see. Michelle says, a clownish act when everybody went there to play their game. Your fave did his own to extreme, and it's Emisi speaking Yoruba that's affecting you. How does speaking her language without interpretation equate to damage your fave cost? How do we call that balancing? Can somebody even, like, the painful part is which kind of brain this person they use to think? So let's even say, admittedly, Emisi has been speaking Yoruba without interpreting, which is not part of the rule. How do you equate it with someone being violent in the house against women? How does that equate? How stupid can you be in trying to say you are an analyst and telling me you are doing, what kind of nonsense is that? How do you equate that? How do you put that together? How do you say, because Emisi is speaking Yoruba, you can compare it to what Faith did? Okay, so what damage, so-called, would you say speaking in Yoruba has done to the show compared to the damage that Faith has done with being violent against women? What damage? Tell me. It's so bad, it's so sad. And to think that people follow this lady because of her analysis, people don't watch it on TV. I mean, it's rare to find somebody who stays on TV in front and be watching morning, day and night, morning, day and night, morning, day and every day. It's rare. Sometimes some of this highlights is what gives people the opportunity to even understand what's going on in the house. And then you use your platform to project some useless behaviors, some useless character. I've even commended you in one of my videos saying that, okay, you were fair in this analysis. But every now and then you keep promoting a certain, like, what I know about people who are analysts, especially on TV, is that they analyze unbiasedly. They say it the way it is. That is the reason I can. Thank God, I can talk. I can talk for 1 hour straight, and nothing. As in, I won't even blink. But sometimes I like to read comments from divergent views, so that it wouldn't only be about me. Me putting my opinion, and because I know I can be biased. I'm a human being, so I tend to not even put out myself as the King Kong of analysis when it comes to BBNaija. No, I'm not. I don't want to be. I didn't set out to be a King Kong of analysis. I tell you where I am, what I am. I've go and check this platform. This channel started posting. This channel is just less than 2 weeks. Was 2 weeks old. Yes. This platform is less than 2 weeks old. When I started posting BBNaija contents, less than 2 weeks old. Just last week. This is Friday, right? It's less than 14 days since I started posting about BBNaija, and you can see the so-called subscribers is not even up to 1,000, but the views are much, and the watch hour is much. What was that? I set up and said, you know what? This is 2 weeks to the end of BBNaija, but this is my conviction. I'm not a BBNaija analyst, but if I'm a BBNaija, if I started from the beginning, I will make sure I'll tell you, okay, I am the best analyst. Follow me. This is what I think. This is what I think, and I would also read comments, but I will never, in any way, be an analyst and then be shutting down people's point of view, shutting down people's opinions, and making them look like their opinions don't matter, don't count, because you get data. Because that's what it is now. YouTube is a free platform. I'm sure she get data, open YouTube and start talking rubbish and posting. Yes, now, because that's what she's doing. But then use AI and be doing what do they call it? Use AI and be creating a thumbnail. Come on, man. What kind of nonsense is that? You are equating nonsense and nonsense ingredients and speaking language. Anyways, like I said, I will not shut down anybody. I will not cherry pick. I will read the comments the way it is. Benga says, I was just laughing. He must think everybody is dumb and stupid, because what was that for? The girl broke so many rules this season and get away with it. They did Faith dirty. I feel so bad for him after everything he did. God did. Okay. So what are the other rules she broke? What are other rules she broke that is equating to violence? You guys don't get it. If I step on somebody's toe, if I quarrel with somebody, does that equate to violence? If I raise my voice and scream, you are this one, you are that one, does that equate to violence? Guys, you guys don't know the heart of somebody who pours kerosene in a pot just so that somebody else will not eat. You guys don't know the heart of somebody who is physically dragging something from somebody who is a woman. You guys don't know the extent. Are you guys kidding me? You're putting that on the same cart. Do you know what violence is against women? Every now and then, go and check Nigeria's violence against women. It's unbelievably high. You still have those issues. And you see a man who embodies it, even if small. In fact, he wouldn't have even gotten to that point. He wouldn't have gotten to that point for he to be shown the way out. Violence against women in homes, in schools, in churches is high. And that's because women largely don't have the authority, don't have what it takes. They're not as powerful as their male counterparts. And then we are using our platform to excuse it. No, madam, no, please, no. And same thing for ladies who raise their voices or who provoke men to do it. Same thing too. This should stop. One UK says that punishment is an eye service. Once they start calling a housemaid production pet, they always try to prove to the viewers that they are neutral. If people don't hate Faith, they wouldn't disqualify him. This one says they are trying to prove a point that Faith was not a production pet. That's it. Imesi has been speaking Yoruba from week 1 without interpreting, cursing Faith and others in her language, and they are punishing her 2 days to the finale. Habibi says it looks like you dreamt about Imesi last night, that you had to make a tweet about her very early this morning. Glory, big news. Now Imesi mata go buy you last. This one paid up. Slick K says, but you said you will stop watching the show yesterday. What changed? Steven says you will cry and no one will listen to you. Otherwise, this disqualification sweep me pass. Big Brother's house, Big Brother's rules. Y'all can make your own game and show faith there. Damn it. Annie says Big Brother is a scam. That was unfair for Faith. Evelyn Blake says, Biggie, Faith is disqualification has something to do with what you were told. You were protecting yourself but have drowned the show. Nigerians, please help the rest of Africa get to the bottom of this. Nothing tantamounts to what he did yesterday. Indeed. Linda says, Joanna complained about it in the diary room. Y'all dragged her and crucified her. It have reached y'all's faves. Mimi says, cry, big nose woman. And so all Biggie knows my baby will say everything Faith do to her. That is why Biggie give her, and we enjoy it because it's giving us another content. Random Fact says even Faith was assaulted. He was pushed by Bright. He was sexually assaulted by same Imisi girl. What did they do? I remember him asking for a therapist. What did they do? I remember last week he crashed so bad he asked for voluntary exit. What did they do? Users. Aladisa says, what's your problem? Next tomorrow, spill more. After the show, spill more. When you marry Faith, spill more. Continue spilling more until your hairline go bald. You think you are doing Faith a favor? You are worsening the situation, auntie. Leave the girl alone. This one says, what they did to Faith is horrible. I hope he never wants to associate with anything related to BBNaija again after everything he went through. The production should at least give him all the prize money he earned from the task as well as the car. We watched him work so hard. No way. Once you are disqualified, you ain't getting nothing. You're gone. So whatever he did, whoever came second, the person takes it. So they didn't get the innocent car. Whatever thing he has done whoever came second comes first and takes that thing. It's as simple as that. No two ways about it. There's nothing like, oh, give him what you want. That's not like not what you want. That has always been the rule. You go away with nothing. That's why they keep telling you, be fucking careful. Gosh, I'm using this language on. Sorry about that, but be careful. Especially in times like, we're talking days to the last day, for crying out loud. And yet you allowed yourself to be used in that manner. It's so terrible. Rose Edwin says, sometimes this week, Imesi was talking to capable in Yoruba language. I mean, they were both having a conversation in dialect. She did the same thing with Coin, but Coin replied by saying, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" That was when she interpreted. My question is, Bright hitting Faith is a fight that wasn't his. Was not violence enough? Or when Bright rushed to hit Keikumi, dragging a bucket with another housemate, was judged as violence from one person's end? I'm still trying to understand the judgments. If Naya speaks, I feel Faith should have gotten last warning since he wasn't on any strike. If at all it's going to be disqualification, then Faith and Sultana should get it together. They both dragged Faith and the other things, Sultana and the P thing, we did a box. Now, wow, they will be fine last. Well, that's where we'll end it for this particular episode. There's more, guys. There's more drama for this particular season. We are on the final lap for this season, and it's more drama than anything else. So stick around. I'll be back after this for more here on this channel. This is Naija X Trend. I'm Charles.